If you're watching this video, it's because you're just like me. You want to find true love. So, let me help you with that. Hello guys, and welcome back to a new YouTube video. Today, we're going to be talking about love. So before starting the video, I think the proper thing to do is to define what love is. So I decided to go real quick to Google to search up the love definition, and I found that Google defines love as an intense feeling of deep affection. And while I agree with this definition, I also think that there's more that comes with the love definition. And that's what I'm going to be explaining in this video. And I'm going to be giving some advice that I think could help you to avoid the mistakes I did when I was growing up and the mistakes I do also right now in my life. I think we can all agree that love can come from your family members, your friends, or today's topic, your lover. I'm going to be focusing more on the lover part for this video, and maybe in the next videos I'm going to talk about the other two. So let me start by telling you a little bit about my love life first, so you get to know me a little bit better, and maybe you would feel identified with me, and the advice is going to be better. And before I start with all of these yapping session, I want you to know that, of course, I am no expert. I'm still young. I still do mistakes. I'm also dumb in some things. But I do think that I've learned a few things in my relationships, in the experiences I had. And I do think that you might get some positive advice from this video. And I do think that maybe I'm able to help you so your love life goes well and you avoid the mistakes I did. So, with that little introduction, let's start with my love life. And I know this might sound crazy, but when I was a kid, growing up, I didn't have much success with girls because I had no confidence in myself. I was very insecure, and in general, I focused a lot on what people might say about me, and that didn't help me with girls or, in general, in socializing with others, because I was scared all the time. I couldn't let myself go, and I wasn't really myself. So I was also unhappy and, kind of sad too. I'm going to be honest. However, I was really interested in love movies, in romance, because I used to dream in having this true love story, then growing up with the person, having kids, building a family, buying a house. The dream that I still have, but back then I used to have it while having no girls basically and no social life. So one day I was like, you know what? This has to stop. I'm very unhappy. I want to change. So that's why I decided to start caring more about myself, treating myself better. I acquired more knowledge. Physically, I improved also, and that helped with the improvement of my experience with girls, my experience with people in general. I became much happier because everything was changing, everything was improving. And that also helps you with your ego, with your pride, because you're starting to notice that people notice you and that people listen to what you have to say. After all of this improvement, I decided to move out of my country because of personal reasons. And after all of that, the rest is history. And now I'm in front of this camera talking to you. And trust me, this is a big change for me, because back then I wasn't even able to talk in person with people. So having this conversation with you in a camera, being exposed to the social media world, is something crazy to me. I can't believe it. And I appreciate you watching this video, because you're here in the beginning. Thank you. So after all of this yapping session, let's start with the little advice I have for you. And first of all, how do you find love? Well, trust me, if you're looking for true love, try to avoid nightclubs, try to avoid bars, and mostly on top of that, try to avoid dating apps. These things are cool if you just wanna, satisfy your human necessities, but they're not good if you're looking for true love. They're not good if you're looking to build a family, to have kids, to have a wife. I mean, there is a small possibility that you're able to find what you're looking for, if you're looking for true love, but it is really small. Trust me, the experiences I had with these different places, these different situations, they were not good, because I was looking for love in the wrong places, while the other people were looking for the other thing. So let's say it wasn't a proportional relationship, because we were in different paths. My advice would be, start looking in the places you already attend to, and the places that are in your daily life. It could be work, it could be school, it could be sports, any type of activity you already do in your life that you already have implemented in your life. Try to look there. You're gonna find people, not only girls, you're gonna find, or men, you're gonna find new friends. You're gonna find people to socialize, to practice your socializing, your talking, and everything that comes with it. So that would be my first advice on where to find love, and in general, where to socialize with people. There's also the approach method. This method means that, for example, you find someone attractive on the streets, you go, you talk to them, of course, without being weird or disrespectful. And I don't know, you ask for their numbers, for example, or Instagram, something like that. This method, you need to be courage, you need to be brave to do it, because it's not easy, I'm gonna be honest. And if you do it, have fun with it, don't stress about it, because that's when things go wrong, and that's when maybe you can be weird to people, and you it's better to avoid that if you're not used to it. So that's another method you can use to find people. I would say it's riskier, but you can also find your lover with this method. Whatever worked for you, worked for you. Another big thing I learned while looking for love is that, of course, it's important to look for your partner. I mean, it can come to you without looking, but if you look, you have more possibilities to find it. But it's also really important to focus on yourself in every way. What I mean with in every way, I mean that you have to develop yourself physically and mentally, so that when you find this partner or this person, you're prepared, you're relationship worthy, and you bring something to the table. Because if you are worthless, if you don't work on yourself, if basically you're no relationship material, it will be hard to find someone to be with, because, let's be honest, you don't even love yourself. As they said, you have to love yourself first to love someone. So it does work. And also, forget about the lover part. Work on yourself for you too. Because at the end of the day, the only person that is always going to stick to you, with you, is yourself. So do it for yourself, love yourself, and take care of yourself. And the moment you find someone, it's going to be way better. Also, I think it's important to say that I recommend you to avoid all of these toxic, fuck. I recommend you to forget about all of the toxic tactics, like taking a long time to answer a text or ghosting someone, because a person that know their worth, they're just gonna leave you. They're gonna stop talking to you because you're wasting their time and you're wasting your own time. So don't do that. You're not Future. You're not you're not The Weeknd. The moment you start doing that with someone that know their worth, they're just gonna leave your dumb ass. You're gonna be alone and you're gonna be sad. So be yourself. Be respectful. Treat others like you would treat yourself, and it will be good. Don't try these dumb stuff. Don't waste your time with that. Just be you, or your better version. So now, let's say you found someone to build a relationship with. Now that you have the relationship, it's really important to maintain it and develop it. It's essential for you to know that love also comes with responsibilities. What I mean with this is that when you have a partner, you need to start thinking for two people and not only for yourself. You have to stop being individualistic and start taking care of the people you love. And it also comes with the fact that once you love someone, you put them you put their happiness first than yours. As in, you stop being selfish, and your happiness is based on your partners or the people you love. Is based on their happiness. As in, seeing them happy makes you happy, and you want the best for them. You can maybe stop thinking about yourself, and you just think about the people you love, and you want to provide for them. You want the best for them, and I do believe that that's what true love is the fact that making the others, or making the people you love happy, makes you happy. I do believe that what true love is, and that's why I said that true love is being responsible of the people you love. And I think that's really important to know, because nowadays with social media and all of that, people forget about that, and they think that love is easy. And now love is not easy, because you have to be responsible, and being responsible is not for everyone. Also, it's really important for you to know that no relationship is perfect. You're gonna have bad times, you're gonna have hard times, and you're even maybe gonna fight. But the important thing is that you stick in the relationship, you solve the problem, and you don't just leave the relationship at the first problem you have, because that's for cowards, and you're not a coward, I know. So solve your problems, but solve them at the moment they appeared, because if not, later on, they're just gonna get worse, and that's when big problems begin, and that's where relationship ends. So solve your problems, don't be a coward, don't avoid your problems, because trust me, if you avoid your problems, they're just gonna become bigger, and it's gonna be worse for you and for your partner. So try to solve them at the start. And I know I made the relationship sound so serious, but I think it was important to say all of that, and maybe it can help you with yours or your future relationship. But on top of all of that, I think it's very important, or the most important thing about a relationship is for you to enjoy the relationship, enjoy every moment with your partner, live every moment like it's the last one, love with all your heart, love with your soul, with your brain, with everything you have. If the person you're with deserve it, don't forget about that, deserve it, sorry. And I think that's what makes this human experience so beautiful, is that we're able to love and to be loved. And that's one of the best feelings you can ever have. Me personally, it makes me so happy. It helps me a lot with my daily life. It helps me to keep going. it helps me to develop myself, to develop with my partner. And that's really important. Enjoy your relationship. It's important to also not overthink. Just let yourself go. You can protect yourself at the beginning of the relationship, but after that person shows you that they're worth your trust, let yourself go and just go with the flow, Because a good relationship should help you and not restrain you. Don't ever forget that. And my last advice, and I wouldn't say advice, I would say that that's a rule. My last rule is please don't cheat. That's one of the worst things you can do to your partner. It's ruthless, it's selfish, and it's not good for you or your partner. So just don't cheat. If you don't love your partner anymore, just leave them and then start looking for new partners or having new relationships. But don't do it while you're with your partner, because that's an evil thing to do. So thank you for listening to all this yapping session. I hope what I said is helpful for you, or if it is not helpful for you, just thank you for watching the video and see you in the next one.